Hey you guys, welcome. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you guys. This is your girl Miko Siddiqui, your real estate industry leader. You guys all know business is booming. So before we get started, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to chime on and then we'll start talking right away. How you guys doing? Happy Saturday to you guys. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey Josie, good to see you. How you doing? You guys, today I'm talking about foreclosure. Do not let the bank take your money. Do not let them take the equity in the house that you have lived in. And so I want to talk to you guys about that a little bit. So I'm going to just give you guys a minute to chime on as you do. Then we'll start to talk. If you guys can do me a favor, on the left-hand side, hit the share button. On the right, hit the hearts, because you know I want to love you back. Hey, Laris, I see you. Hey, Marie, it's good to see you. You guys, it's always hard to be in a position where you're going into foreclosure. So I want to make sure that you share this message, because many people around the world are still going through this, where they're finding themselves in a position where they're losing their homes and they don't know what to do. So I want to give you a tip today, the tip today. My seller right now is in that very same situation. And as we took on the listing, the outside of the house was not kept. The inside needed some freshening up, and we still did all of that. We have a close date in January, but here's what I want to say. Many of you are wondering, like, if I'm behind on my mortgage, at what point am I going to actually go into foreclosure? Usually a notice of default is around the 180-day mark. About the 90-day mark. And about the 180-day mark, you're going to get a notice of trustee sale. And on the 200-day mark is when it actually goes into auction. So I want you to be very, very careful. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hey, Jesse. So what I want you to do is, if you find yourself in the same situation where you have equity in your home, you don't have the money, I want you to make sure that you find an agent that is willing to invest and put the time into your property. Find an investor. So here's what we're doing with this particular one, and this is my tip for you guys. If you find yourself in the same situation, find an investor that you're willing to give them a little bit of equity of yours to buy the house from the bank. So this buys you time. And when that happens, the bank is no longer going to be able to move forward with the foreclosure because they've been paid off. Now you have a little time, but you do have to share a little bit of your equity, and that's okay. I want you to be okay with doing that, because if not, the bank will take your house and your equity and you'll have nothing. So in this situation, we're in exactly that, where they're getting ready to be foreclosed on. The date is in 45 days, but we still spruced up the yard. Make sure that your house, just because you're going into foreclosure, doesn't mean it has to look that way. If you want to sell for top dollar, make sure that you still your agent should be doing this for you. Make sure the landscaping is freshened up, the house is painted, and they're staging all throughout. If you want top dollar, that's what you need to do. But my tip for you is, make sure that you have an investor in your back pocket, so this way, if you find yourself going into foreclosure, they can come in, buy the house. You can just give them a little bit of your equity in return for doing that favor for you. The other thing you can do, which it's kind of a last resort, you can always file a bankruptcy, and that forces the sale to stop as well. I don't necessarily want you to do that, but that's one of those other things, a little ace in your pocket in the back if you need a little bit more time to get the house sold. Anyway, you guys, you know what to do. Please share this message, because I know many people, again, across the world are going through foreclosure, and they have equity in their house and they just don't know what to do. So this is your opportunity to share with them exactly what to do, you guys. You have a wonderful Saturday. I'm headed back on in to sell this house for these guys. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.